Hello and welcome to my Sunday Frump. So yesterday we lost Dolly Parton. So rest in peace, Dolly Parton. But today we lost Tim Curry, and he was a producer, actor, singer. Like he was into all kinds of things, and I think he was just a mega star and extremely talented, very handsome, and I think we lost a really, really great one. So rest in peace, Tim Curry. Um, Growing up, I think he inspired me a lot because he was so he was so diverse and so creative, and I just appreciate him, and I'll always respect him and remember him as I do. So today is lamb shank, mashed potatoes, green beans, and croissant. And for dessert, I have a granola bar. And to drink, I have a protein drink. This is Premier Protein. I wanted to show you guys anyway. It's sparkling protein soda, 15 grams of whey protein, lemon lime, and it's got 90 calories. Um, it has 3 grams of sugar, so that's like a regular soft drink. It's not like an extreme thing, but I feel like it's a very it's like a fat bomb to me. So I like it. And this is what it looks like when you pour it out. Yeah. So I cooked this all myself. Um, and I've been dying to try it. So let's taste it. I made the gravy and everything by myself. And yes, as suspected, the gravy has epis in it. I was looking for gravy recipes, and I stumbled upon a KFC recipe. I was like, you know who has 14 herbs and spices? And I was like, I'm gonna use epis because that foam is so good. Cause you know what I mean? That's the OG 14 herbs and spices. Mm, mm, that is so good. These are just frozen bird's eye. I season them. I just toss them in oil and season them. So let's get some of this lamb. I think I'm scared to eat different foods than I always eat. So for me, it's like chicken or turkey. And I know bison's healthy for you, but I feel like it's a mass gainer. So I stay away from that. But once in a while, I'll treat myself to anything, pork chops, whatever, as you know. And I bought a lot of pork lately. I think I've been packing on pounds because of that. But I don't mind because I like to have a I like to have a diverse um diet. Mm, that's good. So I baked it slowly in the oven. It's not fall off the bone just yet. It's just right before it gets a little too overcooked, in my opinion. it's really tender. Hmm. There was a tornado nearby, and the siren went off and everything. But when I checked the weather, it didn't say nothing about rain. And I was like, they called off the rain. Well, the weather's reporting, the forecast is back for rain. But I think today was really, the weather was very clear. And it like tricked everybody. I literally just pulled this out the oven. And I usually make too much, thinking I'm gonna have seconds or leftovers. Mm-mm. I just piled it on. So what's up, you guys? Y'all got them little ass, how do you call them? Dainty little ass lamb chops and shit. This is what the red pill be eating. Let me show you. Flintstone, bedrock, lamb chop. We be eating up in this mofo. This studio C, we do it a little bit different. Lamb chops. Them little lamb chops got y'all in y'all's feelings. Them tuna melts and Krabby Patties. You put your energy into productivity. Walk that talk. Walk it how you talk it. That's what I think. I'm not speaking from a place of ignorance or hate, so no cap and no shade. But if you want things to get better where you're at, there's only one person that can do that. If you want to be standing somewhere that you're proud of, Michael Jackson wasn't lying when you need to start with the man in the mirror. Because only you can start something. And that something could, in fact, culminate to a chain of events. That's what we're talking about on this channel. Community build. Community build. And then, that family from Ohio that had their kids They had 16 kids. They didn't know how to talk or walk or feed themselves. They didn't know their own names. That family, they're now more charges are brought upon them regarding pedophilia. The names of the minors involved, of course, could be other children in the community. I'm not too sure. It could be their own and other children because there are other people involved in the papers. There was 2 other men involved. I don't know if they were running from the law or what. So I don't know. Time will tell as the court case goes on. And there was some talk about some guy online, Leonidas Autism, that he had harmed his own child and stuffed him in the closet. And they raided his home and found the child. And if you haven't heard about the news, which I'm pretty sure y'all nosy ass bitches, hating ass bitches, talking about Cincinnati, my neighborhood's trash. Y'all probably heard a kid was throwing rocks at a a trap house, an abandoned home. Some man with a gun came out, shot him. The kid was sent to the hospital and he did not recover. He died a week later. And a few days ago, they had a memorial at that park I go to, and had a balloon release there, you know. And a bunch of community leaders have spoken out saying that, because we have been asking, for people to participate participate in making things better and, help us push that paperwork or, help us advocate and use your voice. And like I said, a lot of bitter, hating ass bitches take over, hijack the conversation. We don't get nothing done because all of a sudden they're having this diva episode thinking, they're part of the mix. Not only that, but that, this is about them. Like, you don't even fucking live in Ohio. Like, this isn't your conversation. What do you have to add to it except for more hate speech against, this overlooked neighborhood? Y'all so bitter. I like to say that whatever beef we have, at least we can get over it, move the fuck on, and keep pushing until we're up. Y'all like to stay down and drag each other down. Y'all like to make sure that everybody's just as miserable and low vibrational as each other. Y'all won't let nobody succeed or get ahead in life, get educated, nothing. And that's the realities of today. It's like nothing's wrong where you're at, because if a tree fell in the woods, who would hear it? Those are facts. I'm sure wherever you live sucks because you live there. How does anybody get anything done when I live in Ohio and we still have this conversation on hold because you want to make a mockery of the situation and just take over our program to call us ghetto? We've been called all them names our whole entire lives. Thank you anyway, but we'd like intellectuals to take a look, see, and give us some insight on what we could do here. Because your little Kamala didn't do any justice in the first place. So this is actually really good. Mm. I love the fat. Like, that's my favorite part. That I did a haul today, so you can check that out. And I'm going to be working on a project because I want to make a costume. And hopefully it'll surprise y'all. Might not, but hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully I'll like it. Because I'm going to make it by hand. So. Mm. I feel like picking it up and eating it like a pork chop. I didn't expect it to be this good, actually. I thought it'd come out like all the other cuts of meat. And we're still waiting for our Storm Dolly to come up from the Caribbean. See where it's going. They're very certain about this one, which is scary because we don't know where it's gonna go. It's gonna go to the Lesser Antilles, and then we don't know. So, in Nepal, there's like a Nepal, China area, Tibet. Um, is it the Trishili river floods? Rest in peace to all the victims. Um, the river overflowed and caused there was rains, the monsoons in Asia. It caused mudslides and the river was engorged, and it just like a tsunami just swept in, and it took out like large areas that are highly populated. So there's 1,500 people missing and about 200 deaths reported. Thoughts and prayers, and hopefully they recover soon. I bought this air freshener for my studio because it's like for cars, and I figure if you live in like a small space, like I think car scents would do. And I had bought two, one for my furnace, one for this, and it works really good actually. I'm so like obsessed with all those things, like Scentsy and like Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works. Ever since I was a kid, I was like obsessed with that stuff. Like I even used it, like those soaps and stuff. Like even like your hand sanitizers and stuff. I still buy that stuff. Like I buy lesser price stuff now and more, I don't know, just more economical. But apparently people don't like cook stuff like lamb at home. I think it's so weird. I cook everything. Bison, moose, venison, goat. I make anything. Rabbit, snake, like extreme things, but like, I mean, I just find it weird. Was it an ethnic thing? I don't know. I don't know, but this smacks. I think what's so weird, like, in the wake of Dolly Parton's death, I feel like she's Elvis or something. And although a lot of people don't really care for her because her genre was smut, it's like a real, like, I don't know, it's like one thing in history that people will always remember. Because I think people really liked her for her entertainment. I think the fact that she was a little bit, off the hinges and she still could um, use her gifts and talents and she still could rock the stage. Everybody's like, you know, was always so stuck on, her beauty and, you know, and it's like, I think that stuck out more than her ability to sing and write and play guitar or whatever she did on stage. But I think I don't know, just as an entertainer, period, um, that was always second. I think that's so funny. That was always second. And I think her rank and file in her family, like she was like the ugly duckling. So when she became famous, she started, really primping and she looked wonderful. So glamorous that people just forgot. When they would talk to her, they would just forget she's a country western star. And to them, she was just like, a princess. I think that's kind of wonderful to know that a female actually pulled that off. Not to say she couldn't, she could, she would get that far if she was, because I know, like, being in the country western genre myself, Like me too, I have to give a little just to get a little bit of credit my way. And I mean, to the point where I feel like I've actually completely lost the fight. And, you know, I feel like, I feel like there's no way anybody would take me serious. Because where I want to be is mainstream too, you know? You look at what she did and what she accomplished, you know? And I think it's really cool because she had the same concept as me. Earn your bag and you give back. Earn your bag and then give back. Earn a little bit more and you give a little bit more. That's nice. So I'm here picking out a bone and I'm gonna eat my granola bar off cam. So bore you because I know y'all probably have granola bars sitting there, sitting around catching dust. I love my granola bar. This is actually Amazon. It has fruit and nuts in it. But like I said, I'm gonna eat this off cam. But look how pretty it is. Delicious. But thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. My Sunday friend. Bye bye.